Welcome to ROCKFLESH, live once again from TechFest 2022. I'm now here with Creak, Jack and Rob from Creak, who played a couple of days ago. An absolutely storming set, blew me away. I think all of us, we'd listened to you kind of on recordings, etc. We didn't really know what to expect live, and yeah, you blew us away. So how was the experience for you guys?
It was crazy, wasn't it?
Unreal,
like, we've not really done anything like this before, so it was like our first time at like a camping thing, and our first time playing anything that was like this sort of like, you know, just sort of live, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just been a fun week. A lot of first time doing things, a lot of first times drinking 6 or 7 daiquiris and whatnot as well. So but yeah, it was great. Like I say, the crowd was all great. We really appreciated people coming to check us out and stuff. Obviously, a lot of people maybe not seen us or heard of us and stuff. So, but yeah, it was great. Thank you, man.
Really, I think one of the things we found speaking with some of the bands is that they do say there's that kind of real community feel. From being at this festival, and that connection with the crowd. I don't know how you guys felt the connection with the crowd. I mean, I think it was a really good response, but how it feels playing a festival compared to maybe a gig where people are kind of like paying to see you specifically.
I think you feel it in the room, definitely. I think when you talk to the crowd, it's like everyone's like, I think because everyone's here and they know what they're here for, I think everyone's just in.
They just love it.
I think everyone, I haven't actually seen any bands have not a great response either. Everyone's come out and it seems like everyone's just game to like watch them and give them some time and stuff. So I think about what you're saying about the community thing, I think that's been the thing for the whole festival. Like you just keep bumping into people and then making friends and stuff. It's like, it's been class, hasn't it? So it's been mint. Really cool. Yeah, like I say, live was like that as well, so it was sick.
I think you have touched on the drink of TechFest this year being the strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, that is the official.
And the big red bus.
I don't usually drink it all. I've never drank with Creak stuff before because I try to keep myself a bit right for vocals. But this was like, obviously we played the Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I thought, I've got the whole weekend, so it's kind of like off working mode now. So I was like, I'm gonna let loose a little bit because I don't usually get to. And then they're dangerous though, man, because they're like pop. It's like next thing you know, you
just get through loads of them, can't you?
Just
get through loads.
I think
so easy.
Through Project Mishram last night, I was like fine, and then I think me and Rob had a bit of a moment where it was like, oh wait there, I'm going to pay the consequence for that now a little bit. So
it's all about being at a festival.
Yeah, but no, it's been fun though. It's been nice to let loose though.
Yeah, it's cool. I think we always see it that just the bands knocking about, like watching the other bands, and that real kind of support for. Bands that are playing maybe not pigeonholable genres or certainly specifically kind of tech metal. It brings me to kind of your guys' sound. How would you describe your sound? Because I've been thinking about, I mean, I can hear maybe influences like Emure and that kind of thing, but how would you kind of, with the fewest number of hyphens possible, how would you describe?
Fast, I don't know, I'm trying to think.
It's like horror spooky noises, isn't it? Really?
Just like, it's like, have you played Silent Hill 2? It's just like trying to do that. I think really, I don't know, I think we a lot of our stuff is like influenced off like, you know, like Swan and stuff like that, and like Barrier.
Definitely.
Dark Complex, You Forever, just like that sort of American scene seemed to have that like, it's like new metal but with all the scratchy weird noise stuff. And then it was just like trying to do that with like more like, I don't know, just trying to add in all the cool noise stuff as well. Really? I'm not sure really, like I'd probably say new metal with like metalcore bits. I don't know what the word would be. I've heard a few. What was the one that was going around ages ago?
New metalcore.
And there was someone called it Hate Groove.
Oh, Hate Groove. Yeah,
that was like 2 weeks. That was a thing. We've seen that.
Then it was out the window.
Yeah, there's like a couple of comments of people like, I think they were gonna, not just us, but like just to like people like same sort of thing. And then after like 2 weeks, you just never seen it again. So I think they tried that and they were like, actually now we'll do so. I'm honestly not sure, but yeah, it's like metalcore with new metal riffs. I would say,
definitely.
Pretty much.
I think it is this kind of thing that we see. I think we see it with like 1056.
They're sick.
Yeah.
So good, and like they kind of do almost have that kind of that cinematic vibe to it. Almost there's that kind of horror film soundtrack with this brutal kind of hardcore, metalcore, deathcore over the top. I think you guys, really do personify it.
I appreciate it, man.
Really, really good. Actually, you saying about kind of looking after your voice and that kind of thing. vocal effects live. It's kind of like a tremolo type effect.
So that's been a bit of a new thing because it was like, so when we first started, I was on guitar with our other guitar player Patrick, and we just didn't have a vocalist, and every time we were trying to get one, we couldn't get anyone to stick, and then I jumped on just because we had like a lot of songs written, and then we were just like, I'll just give it a go, and I wasn't very comfortable for a while, but then I kind of, like, I enjoy it a lot now, but when they were all building rigs, I was just jealous, really. So it was like a case of like, they were like building all the rigs for like to go on tour and stuff, and I was like, and they'd obviously got all the effects stuff and that, and then I was like, I'll just try do that, and then instead of a guitar, chuck a vocal through. But it's like, I think I'm still figuring it out, but I think at the moment it's got chorus on, a little bit of tremolo, and I think there's like a bit of distortion on. But it helps too, because I don't feel like I have to push quite as hard with it. It kind of takes a little bit of the edge off, but yeah, it's been cool though. It's been fun to mess about with. It's definitely been fun to play with. I've got a little pedal board I can play with too, so that's cool.
I think it really works. I think otherwise, those kind of completely clean, dry vocals. You see lots of the bands, I think this weekend, don't even have kind of delay, short delay or reverb on the voice. I think it really does kind of show through, and it does. I think it goes with that vibe that you're saying, the theme of the band. That it's those kind of background effects and the vocals. So the writing process, I'm guessing maybe the vocals, the last thing that fit into place, are they?
It's pretty much. I think that one's more of just like, we usually get the lyrics done, and then that's just kind of going on the day, and just like more rhythms, I think.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, a lot of it we'll do where we just write like the parts, like we'll be with Connor at the studio, and we'll kind of write the parts, and then just kind of fit everything around the guitars are doing, I think.
But, definitely. I mean, there was a lot where we did like over COVID and stuff. Now I was saying over COVID and stuff, where we were doing it over calls and stuff like that. When we thought that was fun.
There was a really funny one actually, because we've got when we're with Connor, like, because when we're doing it, we've done an album, but there's like one song left to go on that. But when we were doing that, we did a lot of it over lockdown, and when we were doing that, Connor had like an idea for a bit, and he does where he'll send us like like where we'll do scratch tracks where you just talk the parts to get the rhythm, and there's one that's like, it's like, because of his accent, it sounds like a proper like grime like breakdown or something. Do you know what I mean? Just like he did it on the EP as well, when we were messing about with like the way to have the end of we had a song called like, we've got a song called Eyes Without a Face. At the end of that, there's a bit where it's like Death in the Trees, but when he did it, I was like, the death in the trees. So it was like, that was one of them. It was quite hard though, wasn't it? Like, weirdly.
But maybe we could use it. Like that.
I've got it on my laptop because like I didn't want to get rid of it, because I'm weirdly attached to it now. Just like the ones that's me.
The little secret bonus bit at the end, isn't it? That's what he's going to be.
We'll throw it on something.
So is that what's next to come from you guys, the album?
I think so, yeah. We've got an album's done apart from one song, and then we've got like a 2-track. I think we're at, it's just kind of getting, so we had something else to throw out straight after the album, or maybe just before. But it's just been kind of figuring everything out, really, hasn't it? Yeah. We started videos and stuff. I think we're like ready to go. I think it's just been like a case, like, because we haven't had anything out a little while, we want to make sure that we can like fully do it justice, I think, on release. So so
you've got some rescheduled dates with Monasteries?
August now.
August now. So maybe, I guess, sort of launching just before that.
I'd hope so. I think nice, we've got a single called Doomed. I think is going to be the first one. I think that we've been doing that for shows, and I think that's going to be like, that should be out by then, I think. If things go well, so that should be cool. But that should be fun, man. Monasteries are great. Josh is class, so he's a really nice guy, and the other guy seemed great too. So
exactly. No, perfect. I think that's the thing. So thinking about like playing with other bands, etc. If you had your dream festival, one-day festival lineup, here we go. And of course you'd be headlining it.
I actually wouldn't even in my dream one. No.
Hey, well, okay, you don't have to headline it, but you've got to play it on. What would it look like? And it can be all genres. We had the Vex guys mention S Club 7 yesterday and stuff, so anything goes.
I'll let you go first.
I don't really know, to be honest. There's loads of bands from today that I'd love to. From the weekend that I'd love to play with again for a festival like 1056 would be great. I grew up listening to a lot of like Veil of Maya and stuff like that, so I really do like Veil of Maya. I'd like one of my originals, so they would be good to have on. So like that Sworn In have to.
That'd be straight away. I'd have Sworn In headline.
Sworn In have to be on it, and if Barrier Oh.
We've got like it was the golden trio, wasn't it?
It was, but not five buns.
It's like I don't know.
I think they'd all have to be on it.
I think
really.
our whole like friendship group is just mad on like say like Sworn In, Barrier, Dark Complex, You Forever, and Still Bloom. I would say like they would be the top 5.
Yeah.
I'd have all them headlined together.
Yeah.
I think I don't think I could choose, but and then. I don't know. We like a lot of hip hop stuff as well, don't we?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it would be nice to have like you know, you get your different stages, your different vibes and stuff. It would be cool to have something like that, like hip hop sort of stuff.
I like Mac DeMarco and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
I like
there's just loads of stuff. Yeah, loads of stuff.
But yeah, I think those would be the main ones.
Yeah. For the heavy ones for sure.
I was going to say like Creak Fest would be heavy, heavy as.
1056 of course. Yeah. Just anything like that. Really.
Yeah.
That's like wee woos.
All the wee woos.
Everything will break down. And Mewer, all that stuff.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice and heavy. So, the one final fun question at the end.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, which biscuit do you think is the most metal of all biscuits?
I think custard cream, mate.
I was gonna say custard cream. You know, I was thinking the same.
It's like I don't know. They're not too expensive. You get loads in a pack. They're just easy.
They're mint. They're just the best.
Yeah,
the best biscuit.
I would say custard cream. Like.
That's a good answer.
Not even just the best metal, but just the best biscuit.
I'm glad you agree because I thought we were going to fall out over that.
It's really a test of like your unity as a band, I think. Yeah,
I reckon if you had if it was us and Moose, because he's from Essex, so he's from the south, he might disagree. I don't know if there'd be like a north-south divide with that one.
Custard cream's definitely the one.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know actually. I think yesterday Meg came out with Scottish shortbread, so I think it's more like a hardcore biscuit rather than rather than a metal
raw
biscuit. Even metal biscuit. I think Garibaldi's maybe your tech metal biscuit. I don't know. I'm the one asking that question. But thanks very much for talking with us.
I appreciate it a lot.
Good luck with the monasteries. So I think they are playing in Liverpool. I think.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's
one of the days.
So
hopefully we'll try and get along and review that, as well as obviously we're reviewing the whole weekend this weekend. So keep an eye out on the website for that. And thanks very much.
Nice, thank you very much. Cheers.
ROCKFest UK ROCKFLESH at TechFest 2022. Cheers.